Welcome to Level Up with CMJ. Hey, my name is Joe, and this is my Craps Master dice shooting journey. Let's make it yours too. Today is episode number 279 of the Level Up program and day number 119 of the Brown Belt. If you're new to the program, this is all about my practicing of shooting the dice at the craps table, as well as playing and practicing a blue-collar craps style of play. And we'll explain how that works as we go forward in the program. If you're playing along with Crapsee today, the code is A9P2D8. And you can just click on that play tab on the live tab on Crapsee. I didn't know that was kind of a jumble of words. And I'm just logging in right now, so that way you guys will see me as Minister jumping in there. Yesterday we had 5 shooters, and the last 2 were decent shooters. First 3, not the best. They're average, subpar. And so today we're going to shoot from stick right 1, and hopefully we'll change that around and have them all good shooters today. And in the chat, we had Kevin from Crooked River Craps checking in first. Welcome back, Kevin. He's had a little bit of a vacation, I think. I think he was down in Vegas and that, but we have Mad Dog Craps checking in. We got Lazy Dog. We got SJ, and hopefully people will be following in as we get going here. We have 6 people watching on YouTube currently. And on Kick, guys, make sure you go over to Kick, say hi if you are checking in there. We got Red checking in on Kick. And let me just do a little thing here quick on my screen. Okay, good. We got 3 people watching on Kick. So make sure that you do say hi on there, guys. And if you haven't checked out Kick yet, go to kick.com/CrapsMasterJourney, and that will be a little bit faster, a little bit more live, a little bit more real time. And we got John GT checking in here on YouTube. I know that Jeff from Mid-Atlantic Craps yesterday was checking out Kick, and he was trying to get his lag time down, or his I guess you'd call it lag time on YouTube. So he has it pretty close to what Kick is at right now. I'm not sure how he does that, but anyhow, we're going to keep on going with Kick. We're going to keep on going with YouTube, and we will hopefully grow the both of them. Good morning, Mike. 85 Bears checking in. Anyhow, Crapsee, we're going to start off with a $953 bankroll. We did make about $40 yesterday on our rolls. We were down the first 3 shooters, lost almost $300. So we came back to $300 and then gained another 40, and we ended up for the day. So that's the way blue collar craps works, guys. Nothing really big as far as profits, but we are still making a profit consistently, time in and time out. Very few days that we do make a negative dent in the bankroll. But anyhow, we're going to go for $100 goal today. Let's go for $150 if we can today. So let's see if we can get to $1,100 on our goal today. We're going to start off like you did yesterday. We're going to go with a $25 pass line bet. We'll go 555 on the ATS. And we're going to go with a $4 craps check. I only got about 3 or 4 rolls in as a warm-up today, so it may be a little bit slow going. It may be good. I'm not really sure. Good morning, Jason, checking in on YouTube. And but anyhow, we'll get our started here. We'll call that all bets set. We got 8 people are playing along on Crapsee there. Up to 12 on YouTube now with 7 likes. Thank you. 4 people on Kick. We're going to start off with a 3-2-3-6 dice set. And I'm getting this new method down of rhythm rolling. And I'm pretty close to being able to explain it to everybody how I'm doing it. But we're going to start with a 3-2-3-6 dice out. Looking for a point. And the dice did cross on me. We have a 6-3-9 center field 9, so 9 will be our point. And we'll see how the dice roll from this side. I gotta get KPI engaged here. 1 second, guys. Let's see how the rolling goes from this side of the table, because the last couple of days we've been primarily hitting inside numbers. We really haven't been hitting a lot of the outside numbers, although we did hit the tall yesterday. And we're 2 numbers away from hitting that small. So 639 is the number on Crapsee. That is our point. And we're going to go with a 96 across to start off with. No, we're going to go 160 across to start off with. We'll see how that goes. So this is going to be $25 on a 4-5 and 10. We're going to go $30 on a 6 and 8. We're not doing any pass line odds. Remember that the Blue Collar Craps way of playing is a medium to low bankroll size and a medium to low profit goal. So medium to low bankroll would be anywhere between $400 to $1,000 for a buy-in, and our profit goal is anywhere between $100 to $150 to start off with. Anything above that is considered fun money, and what we're going to do then is we use that fun money to try to build up the profits and succeed from there. I did add something into the program for the Blue Collar Craps today. And remember, our goal is to get out of the shooter within the first 2 to 5 rolls. So we get the point established, that's roll number 1. Roll number 2 be a hit. So we're trying to get to that break-even point within the first 2 to 5 throws. If we're not at a substantial amount at roll number 5, we're going to take our money down and we're going to play with whatever profits we do have from that shooter. If we don't have any profits, then we're not going to be playing anything. We'll sit that shooter out until the big red shows. If we do have a profit at roll number 5 or right after roll number 5, then what we're going to do is we're going to use that profit to start trend betting upwards or playing our next strategy. So we'll call that all bets set here and dice out. So that last one was a explosion of the dice on the left one, and that was primary on the right one. So we're gonna go to cousin 2, number 2 set here. So we're gonna go 3, 6, 3, 2 now, and dice out. A lot of talking, so hopefully some of that made sense for you guys. Here we go. And we got a 3, 2, 5. That is a Justice 5. So that is hit number 1 that we're looking for. And I have to go get my board over here so my keyboard doesn't bounce around on me. So bear with me here, guys. I'm a little late getting set up here, so that kind of sucks for the day. But there you go. That should be a little bit better and hopefully a little more stable for my keyboard down there. So what I do is I set up my keyboard at the other end of the table, so when I go get the dice, I can enter in the dice results on KPI, and then I come back to the side of the table that I'm shooting at where I enter in the Crapsee codes or numbers. Good morning, Arnell. Good morning, Frida. So kind of a little back and forth here. But anyway, we got a hit on that 5. So we have 2 options here. We can either regress down to the 4-unit bet level. We're at the 5-unit right now. Or we could do a 32 across pressure. And since this is the first shooter, let's do that right away. Let's go at the 32 across pressure. That's 1 unit on each one of them across. So this would be $30 on a 4, 5, and 10. We got 36 on that 6 and 8. We're looking for one more box hit here. Good morning, Randy. So we're going to take these dice, roll them back. That was a primary hit. That was a single pitch on the right die. So we're going to stick with that 3, 6, 3, 2 dice set, and we're going to call that all bets set here. Make sure you press that I am ready button on Crapsee when you are ready. We got Seth Julie checking in on kick.com, and all bets set. And for 3 or 4 on top right now. And we got a 1, 5, 6. That is the KitchenAid mixer. So that is the second hit that we were looking for. So we're going to be able to come down on our bets now. And that's within that 5-roll number here. So that is perfect. So we are, how many rolls are we in here? We're in 3 rolls right now. So by our 3rd roll, we got to that break-even point already. So now we're going to bring our bets down to the 66 inside bet level. So we've got $15 on a 5, 18 on that 6 and 8, the $25 pass line bet. And remember, we have the ATS going. So the first hit now after this is going to be a collect. And that should bring us to that break-even point then. So we have $73 brought back. We have 91 on the table. So we reduced that liability extensively. And that was a double pitch on the left die. And the double pitch, so it was a primary hit, that last one. And what we're going to do is 3, 2, 3, 6, 3, 6, 3, 2. Going back, we're going to go to a 6424 dice set. 6424 dice set. And we're going to call that all bet set here. Dice out. Looking for inside numbers now. Oh, that's a no roll, everyone, because that dice fell out of my hand. So we're going to call that a take a lap with Coach Joe. No roll. That left die didn't even get halfway down the table. Oh my God. So again, we're going to reset the dice here. We went like that, we went like that, we went like this. So again, 6424. So I had the dice grip so thin that the left one fell out of my fingers as I was going forward here. So dice out. And slightly long on that landing zone, but we have a 628 Duracell 8. Call it support free live craps. So that's going to be a collect on this one. And let's see where that brings us now. That should bring us to that break-even point, past it actually. And that's roll number 4 for the shooter. So we've got $94 brought back to the rack. We have 91 on the table, so we're $3 into profit now. So that was supposed to be a 3 or 4 on top. And I did not get that, so we're going to have to do this again. Oh, I know I did wrong before. We got a 6 on the outside, we got a 5 on the outside, and then we'll go like this. There we go. We got a 6353. I had the wrong dice set the last time. So 6353 is our new dice set here. The last one was a collect. We hit that 8. So we're going to call that all bets set here. Dice out. Slightly short on that landing zone this time, but we have a 1, 2, 3 ace deuce Alfredo sauce. Give a little bit of sauce today. So ace deuce. So February 17th is coming up within 2 weeks. I'm going to be going down to Joliet that Saturday. Actually, I booked the room for Friday night. So I'll be getting in Friday night sometime and then playing Saturday and coming back home on Saturday night. So I'm getting a little bit excited for that. And we're going to go with a 4142 dice set, 4142. So we're in a profit. Next bet, we'll start trend betting upwards here, and we'll call it all bet set. Dice out. That was roll number 5, by the way. So we are in the profit, so we're good to go. And dice out. Roll number 6 coming. A little bit of a high bounce there, but we have a 4-4 hard 8 square pair, so it's a primary in the bottom. Well, they stayed on axis there, and they stayed same revolutions all the way down, so that's good. And we're up to 24 people watching on YouTube. Make sure you say hi when you guys do check in. We're up to 5 people watching on Kick. And that was an 8 there, so we're going to be able to press that 8 up to $30. So we're going to take that 18 off. We'll make it look like 30. And if we hit the 8 again, that will give us enough money to go $15 on a 4 and 10, so we can spread out from there. So we're going to go back to the 3632. And we'll keep that die set like that right there. So 3632. And we'll call that all bet set. Make sure you press that button, please. Gotta keep things going here in a timely manner. Good morning, Michael, checking in on YouTube. We got Tommy T's Sizzle checking in on Kick. And all bet set. And if you're playing Crapsee, the kick.com is a little bit more real time. It's about a 3 or 4 second delay, whereas YouTube is about 12 seconds. Which doesn't seem like much, but that is a long enough of a delay. But we got a 426. That's the Kevin the Carpenter 2x4. You threw a ton of those yesterday. So 426. And we're going to bring that 6 up to $30 as well. We got Lazy Dog checking in on here. We got EF checking in on YouTube. So that's 6 we're going to make look like $30. Remember, our goal is to get up to $1,100 on our bankroll, guys, and we're only $11 away if I took all the money off the table right now. So something we need to keep an eye open for. And that was a double pitch on that left die. And that was a single pitch on the right dice. So that was ultimately a single pitch of the dice. So we'll go 4 on the outside, we'll go 2 on the outside. So we have cross 6s on top this time. We have a 6-4-6-2 dice set. And we'll call that all bet set here. Dice out. Kevin is saying all is well. That is awesome to hear. I missed the Kevinisms on our show. He's been absent for a while here. Dice out. Ooh, a little bit left on that one, but we have another 4-2-6, Kevin the Carpenter 2x4. So we're starting to see early on here repeating dice combinations. One of the things I'm going to have to really adjust for when I go down to Joliet is I'm throwing out a 12-foot table right now, and they have 14-foot tables down there. So that is a little bit of an adjustment. But the way I'm throwing now, I think I'm going to be able to make that adjustment with relative ease. We got Bar Mix checking in on kick.com here. Again, that was a single pitch of the dice. So we are going to go 4 on the outside. We got 2 on the outsides. Again, cross 6s on the top, 6-4-6-2. That last one was a 6. We have $171 brought back to the rack with that 6. So let's pick up that 4 and 10. We'll go $15 place 4. We're going to go $15 place 5. So 171 brought back to the rack. We have $145 on the table. And if our bankroll right now is up to $11.24, so we're over our goal. But remember, we have the $25 on the pass line that we can't take down. We have the 555 on the ATS. So that means we have to go to 40. We have to go to 1140 in order to come back down here. So Bar Mix is saying just step back 16 inches. And I would, as we get closer and that, I probably will do that. But right now I'm throwing from about 9 feet. And that's at the 14-foot table, that stick left one or stick right one is somewhere around 10 feet, I would say. So somewhere in that area. But let's go all bet set here. Dice out. And here we go. A little bit short on the landing zone, and we got a 3-4-7. Ouch. So we made profit off of that shooter. We were almost to goal, but that 7 took away the extra money there, so unfortunately. But hey, that was a good first roll. We had a 9 on our first roll here, so we are down to 979, so we're still in profit today by about $70, I think it is. So made about $70 off of that shooter. We left a little bit of money out on the table. And that was a single pitch and 1 dice off axis. That's what brought that 7 up there. So we're going to go back to the 3-6-3-2, which is the cousin number 2 set here. And again, we're going to change the betting up here a little bit so that way I can get used to the different types of betting. What should we go with? That last one was the 160 across, and we did a press and regress. Let's do the let's go $20 on the pass line bet here. This is a different way of doing it, but essentially we're going to get all the money back out of it again. 555 on that ATS. We'll go $3 craps check this time. So what that craps check does is that protects that pass line. If we would hit a craps number, we would lose that pass line, but we'd get $21, so we'd make a $1 profit off of that. And then the pass line is protecting that ATS on the come out. 3-6-3-2 is the dice set to start with, and let's go all bet set. Dice up. And we have a 415. That would be the horse and buggy or the trucking camper. So we got 415. 5 will be our new point. And good morning, Navaldo. He's checking in on YouTube here. It's good to see SJ. I haven't seen SJ around much lately. I think he had some, I know for a fact he had a family issue that came up not too long ago, and prayers are still going out to you, SJ, so hopefully everything is kind of getting back to normal for you, if that's even possible. So that was a double pitch on that left die, and that was a explosion on that right die. So that'll work out there. And that was a 4-1. So we're going to roll this dice back to us. We'll go 1 on the outside, we'll go 4 on the outside, and that's going to give us a 2-4-2-1 dice set. We're going to go 160. No, we're going to go 96 across bet level this time. So that's good. $15 on that 4, 9, and 10. We got $18 on the 6 and 8. We are not doing any pass line odds right now. Michael's asking if I ever play dark side or hybrid. I used to play hybrid style all the time when the first couple of years of playing craps and that. But since I started this dice shooting journey, I switched almost exclusively to the light side. Unless I'm betting on a random shooter or a shooter that I don't know, then I'll do the horseman strategy, which is a hybrid type of style. And most of the time I play on a $10 table, so I'll do a $10 horseman, which is a $10 don't come bet, and then I play 3 $10 come bets. If I'm at a $15 table, I'll actually do a $25 DC, and then on the second one I'll do a $25 come, and then I'll do actually, no, if it's a $10 table, I'll do a $25 come, and I'll do a 44 inside on that one. And then if I get that come placed, I'll take 2 of the numbers down, do another come bet, and then after that, take that last 2 down, and then we'll do a third come bet. So that we have 4 units out there. So hopefully that makes sense there, Michael. And we'll go all bet set here. Dice up. 2, 4, 2, 1. Looking for a 2 or 5 on top of the dice when they come to a rest. A little bit long on the landing zone again. We have a 1, 2, 3 ace deuce at Alfredo sauce. We did get that 2 on top. Just not the number that I'm looking for. We are hitting a little bit more of the craps or field numbers here today than what we did yesterday. Thank you for the suggestion on kick there, Lazy Dog. Thank you. And that was, we're going to go like this. We'll go to 1, we'll go 2, and we're looking for a 3 or 4 on top now. We have 4, 1, 4, 2 dice set. 4, 1, 4, 2. That ace deuce did nothing for our bets. We're going to call that all bet set here. And dice out. 6 people on kick. We got 23 people watching on YouTube. And dice out. Whoa, that right one stuck. We got lucky. The right one stuck to the layout. The left one went all the way through. But we have a 4, 2, 6. Kevin the Carpenter 2x4. So what we're gonna do with this one now is we're gonna do 1 unit inside pressure. So we're gonna add an extra $5 to that 9, an extra $6 to the 6 and 8. And we're gonna go, let's go $15 pass line odds. So now, right now we got $15 on the 4 and 10, got 24 on that 6 and 8, we got $20 on the 9, $15 pass line odds with a $20 pass line bet. And again, 2 on the outside, 4 on the outside, cross 6s on top this time, 6, 4, 6, 2. Good morning, Demon Dog Chris. We got Uncle Hoku saying hi as well on YouTube. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And Demon Dog, I'll be coming down February 17th. Meet up with you guys. Hopefully you'll be there at Joliet during that weekend. It's in 2 weeks. Dice up. Dice are not comfortable. They're splitting apart a little bit. Let's regrip them. I'm trying to do something a little bit different. This is something that Seth Lord SB does, is he takes his fingers and he grinds them in tight, so that way he knows that they're flat and they're tight together. So I'm going to try something similar to that, not quite to the extreme that he does it. And we got 268 Duracell 8. Go out, support free live craps. Give that thumbs up where it deserves. Subscribe if you haven't done so. All support is appreciated. So again, we're going to do inside pressure 1 unit. That was roll number 4. So after this next roll, we're going to come down with whatever profits we do make. So we're going to inside pressure 1 unit again. So we're up to $30 on a 6 and 8. We got $25 on a 9. Still at 15 on a 4 and 10. We're not doing any more press, the pass line odds. So we still have $15 in that pass line odds. Take them back. We got a 6 on the outside and a 2 on the outside. We're at a 4-2-4-6 dice set. So 3V in the bottom. And let's call it all bets set here. Dice out. 7 people on Kick, 24 people on YouTube. And dice out. I kind of jerked it a little bit when I took when they took off the layout, but it's a 2-1-3 ace deuce again. Craps. So we're hitting a lot of small numbers today, not the talls very much. We only need the 2 and 4 for the small. We need the 9, 10, 11, and 12 for that tall. So, and that might be because of the way that I'm setting the dice here today. So we're going to go to a 3-2-3-1 dice set. Again, this is still the cousin 2 family of dice for the 3V, 2V, and cross 6s. And when I do my video coming up regarding the blue collar craps terminology for the rhythm rolling, you guys will understand what I'm talking about by the cousin 1, cousin 2 dice families. Last night at work, I was going through and I was actually working on trying to revamp the channel on how I'm going to set the channel up going forward. I'm going to be taking a lot of my videos down and I'm going to be kind of consolidating them, and everything's going to be geared around the blue collar craps, the level up program, and the table builds. And I have a couple different table builds in the works. The next one's going to be our deluxe throwing station, which I should hopefully be starting pretty soon. We'll go all bet set. And then I'm going to try to come up with eventually a traveling craps table, something that you can use when you travel. And then also a portable one, something that you can bring to other people's houses. So I will have at least 4 different types of builds out there eventually down the road. Dice out. A little bit hard on that dice trajectory, so it's really low, but we have a 6-4-10. That is Waylon's best friend Wayne and Daddy Joe. And I just broke one of my rules of, one of my new rules I just set up for the blue collar craps. We went past rule number 5. Luckily, we got through it. So anyway, that was $27 brought back on that bet. So we have $73 brought back to the rack. Let's bring our bets down now, and we're going to go to that 66 inside bet level. It's going to be $18 on a 6 and 8. We got 15 on a 9, $20 pass line bets. So we have $73 brought back to the rack, 86 on a table currently. And 6 on the outside, well, 4 on the outside. So it's going to be 2, 6, 2, 4 dice. That's a 2V on top. Good morning, George. Checking in here. And that's on YouTube. And we'll call that all bet set. Dice out. The dice kind of crossed over on me again, but we have a 2-6-8 Duracell 8 again. I think the last one was a 6-2. This one was a 2-6, which is a difference. I always announce that left die first. At least I think that was the left die. So anyhow, that was an 8 there. That is a collect. So we are definitely in profit on this shooter again. We are at 96 or $94 brought back to rack, 86 on the table. So Michael Blocker's asking any thoughts on a plexiglass table. He sees the roll of the wind becoming more popular. I have no idea. I've never thrown on a table like that. I don't have a roll to win around this area. I know that a lot of people have played on that, and I know that John from Casino Game TV or Pro Craps actually has a plexiglass layout for himself. I know that Vince Armeni had a plexiglass top one also, but that was his little homemade TV screen setup, which is kind of neat or whatever. I know that there are a couple other people that use stuff like that, but I have not. But anyhow, so that was a 268. That was enough to bring us into profit here. So we're going to keep our bets the same, and then we're going to start trend betting up going forward here. We're at 1073 right now for the day, so we are $27 away from goal. Again, we have $20, $30, $35 committed that we can't take off. So we're going to have to go $35 over that. So we'll have to go to 1135 before we can pull down. So let's go roll those dice back. We got a 2 on the outside, 6 on the outside. We have a 4, 2, 4, 6 dice set. And all bets set. So George is saying that he has played on that plexiglass roll to win. He said it's very forgiving if you know how to throw correctly. He said hard surfaces with no proper bounce. I do know that on harder tables is very easy for me to throw. I don't have as much bounce. Remember, my table here is a semi-bouncy table, so I'm used to that bounce, and that's what I try to adjust for. And when I go to a hard surface table, that is actually a luxury for me. I do know that, but I've never played on plexiglass. And we have a 6-4-10. That is Waylon's best friend on that end, Daddy Joe. And that is no help for me for my bets because I don't have anything on that 10 right now. But that does help extend that roll. So we'll go 4 on the outside, 3 on the outside. We got a 2, 6, 2, 4 dice set. So we're looking for a 2 or 5 on top here. Make sure you press that button in a timely manner, please. We have had, we're on shooter number 2, so we're going to be hitting that green number here after this next roll here. Dice out. I spun apart a little bit when you left my fingers. We got a 415 horse and buggy. Even though they split apart when they left my fingers, they landed tight together and they split apart when they landed. And that's usually not a good sign as far as the results. So we got lucky on that one. So I don't know if that's a mechanical issue or if they went down so good that they stayed so tight. I know that when you throw them, you want a little bit of a split in the dice so that way they don't bounce off of each other when they get down there. But that was our point. We hit our point. That is awesome. We're $7 away from goal if I took everything off the table. We're going to keep it there, though. We're going to stay at that $20 pass line, but we're going to go with the $3 craps check. Our ATS is still intact. Looking for the 2 and 4 for the small. We got the 11 and 12, 9, 11, and 12 for the tall yet. Again, yesterday we did hit that tall. Take these dice. We're going to roll them back. That was a double pitch on that left die. And that was a an explosion on that right dice. So we're going to stick with this combination here. We're going to roll them back. We'll go 4 on the outside, 2 on the outside. So we're going to go with a 1, 2, 1, 4 dice set. So cross 6s on the bottom. We're going to come out and look for a new point. It's out. A little short on the landing zone. We have a 4, 6, 10, so we're on that 10 this time. So we've thrown that 4, 6 or 6, 4 combination, dice combination quite often today already. So again, we're exploring that dice there. We'll go back to 4 on the outside, 6 on the outside. We're back to the 5, 4, 5, 6 dice set. And we're going to put $15 on that 5. So we have $111 brought back to rack, 101 on the table. We are $10 away from goal if I pulled everything off the table right now. So let's go all bet set. Days out. And that left die stuck, but we have a 314 Big Joe from Craps Master Journey. That's a number we really have not been throwing a lot of lately. But all we need now is that 2 for the small. That 4 did nothing for our bets, though. So John GT says to Jason, I think it would be your connection. Kick has no leg at all for him. So I'm sorry if that's happening, Jason. I'm not really sure what to do with that. Again, might have been in your internet connection. So I'm not sure what Demon Dog is talking about there. But anyhow, we're going to take this dice roll back as a primary and an explosion again. So okay, we're gonna go 5-3-5-1. 5-3-5-1. That last one was a 4. That was no help on our bets. We're looking for an inside number right now. We'll go all bet set. Dice up. Trying to get this grip down so it's consistent every time. We're getting pretty close here today. Dice up. And we have another 1-4-5 horse and buggy. So that is perfect. And let's do this once. Let's pick up that 4 so that we have our bets all the way across on the box numbers. So we're gonna pick up that 4 for $15. That's a place bet. Again, we're gonna take these dice, we'll roll them back. We'll go 4 on the outside, 1 on the outside. Again, we're back on that 2V in the bottom, 5-1, 5-4. This guy's not at home. He's using the store Wi-Fi. That could very possibly be. I know that a lot of the stores, especially as you get towards the center of the stores, the Wi-Fi is usually not the best. I know that. I think if I go to Fleet Farm, which is a home improvement outdoor farming type place up in Wisconsin, if you get in the middle of their building, you have no Wi-Fi at all. I know that Walmart is very selective at times as well. All bet set here. So. See if we can pick up those magic aces here. That would be awesome. So dice out. And we have a 5-6 mid-mo yo. That is Cheerio coming to us from above. So we're getting closer to that tall now. All we need is that 9 and 12 for the tall. Again, that 5-6 mid-mo yo does nothing for me. That was roll number 13. So that time, let's go like this here. Looking for a 3 or 4 to end up on top here. So we got 3, 5, 3, 6 for our dice set. Yeah, it is kind of weird that YouTube is good, but the kick is not. So Maybe try clearing your cache on your phone as well. That might be something to do with it as well. So all bet set. 3-5, 3-6. Dice landed really tight. We have a 5-1 KitchenAid mixer. So we hit a 6. So let's do this one. So let's drop in $3 here, and we'll bring 6 and 8 up to 30 each. Actually, no. Let's bring the 6 up to $24. So we're just going to put 1 unit on there, and by doing that, that'll bring us $3 away from goal if we take everything down. So let's stick with that for now. 5-1. We got a 5 and a 1. 3V in the bottom. We got a 4-5-4-1 dice set. 4-5-4-1 dice out. And we have another 5-1 KitchenAid mixer. Perfect. Now that's going to bring me over goal. And our goal is about $150 today. That's going to bring us up to 1160. And I have to take off the $35 for the ATS and the pass line bet. So that's going to give us $25 to play with. So let's take our bets down and let's spread this out a little bit. We got $25 to play with. Let's just go, it's a $15 table. How should we do this? Our big strong numbers today are the 8, 6, and 5. Let's just go $18 on that 6 and see if we can hit another 6 here. And then if we can just start spreading out. So that way we are going to be at goal for the day. We will not be able to go under the goal at all. We have 1107 in our rack. So that gives us $7 to play around with here if we wanted. No, I'm just going to stay with that. So we'll go all bet set here. Dice out. And we're going to go with our dice set of 4-5-4-1, 3V in the bottom. Dice out. And I came down at the right time here, guys. 6-1, 7 ouch. So that was perfect. So we made goal for the day. $50. So that would be the time that would be walking out of the casino. But it is currently 8:44 Central Time in Wisconsin. So we're going to go one more shooter here, and I'm not going to do any betting. I'm just going to roll the dice for you guys. We'll see if we can get another double-digit roll here. That last one was 16 rolls long. The first one was 9 rolls long. So we've had 2 decent rolls so far today. Marble Forks is nice looking daily graph, and I agree with that. Thank you very much. So let's check to see how everybody's doing here on Crapsee. You got Lazy Dogs up in first place at 56.95, 3 kilos at 3,400. We got Church Winstad at 3,068. We got Frida's checking in at 2,501. And the numbers go down from there. For the month here, we are, let's see, we're way down there. We're in the negative because I lost a couple times significantly, and a couple of those days were days that we just kind of went on tilt, if you will. But we're down, I think, $393 for the month. But guys, if you think about that, that is 20 plus days and we're only down $395. That's not too shabby. It would be nice if we were up that $395, but it is what it is. So George says when you try to shoot well and before you toss two random throws, 30s, it does a number on your mental balance. It does. It really does. So anyway, we're gonna go 3, 6, 3, 2 to start off our dice roll here. This is a new shooter, and we'll call that all bets set on Crapsee. Dice out. Sometimes when you have all good rolls, it gives you a false negative, and sometimes when you have those couple negative rolls and you're not really sure what's going on, that does hit you, at least your psyche, quite a bit sometimes. Even on a daily practice run like this. But we have a 516 KitchenAid mixer, so our new point will be 6. Again, I am done betting for the day. I made goal 150 bucks. And today is the last day, isn't it? Huh. Starting tomorrow, I think we're going to be having a new table. I'll have to set up a new Crapsee table starting tomorrow. So we'll go 5 on the outside, we'll go 1 on the outside. Then we're going to go 4, 5, 4, 1 for our dice set. Good morning, Dan. Dice Dr. Dan checking in. And we'll call that all bets set here. Dice up. Ooh, a little bit long on that landing zone, and they hit that back wall and kind of took off on us. But we have a 6-6 hard 12. The OMC craps all the dots and all the spots. And I never locked out Crapsee, so hopefully everybody is being honest here. So if I see those numbers jump up, I know you guys are cheating. So 6-6-12. All the dots and all the spots, midnight. That would be Roger for OMC Craps checking in there. And Roger must be either busy, sick, or sleeping or something today because he didn't check in today like normal. I know he said he's going to kind of be in and out a little bit here for a little while. But again, that was a one dice off axis. That was a implosion of the dice. So let's switch back to the 3-2-3-6, which is cousin number 2 sets. I'm sorry, cousin number 1 sets. We'll call it all bets set here. Dice out. Their point is 6. Dice landing, they kicked out. They kind of slapped into each other. 3, 6, 9. Center field 9. And that was a single pitch of the dice. They stayed on axis. So let's go 3 on the inside. We'll go 6 on the inside. We're going to go 5, 3, 5, 6 for our dice set. 5, 3, 5, 6. So Dice Dr. Dan said, yeah, 72 degree yesterday. That's awesome. We had a mid-30s day yesterday here, so we're only about 40 degrees less than you in Wisconsin. Most of the snow that we had in that snowstorm last week and that cold spell the week before has disappeared, so we have almost all grass out there again today. So that's unusual for this time of year for us. Dice out. And we have a 628 Duracell 8. So if you guys are watching the dice, they are going down like so uniform and sticking together so nicely today. I wish that would be happening all the time. And they have been, the bouncing around after the hitting the back wall has been very minimal. That was a that was an explosion of the dice. So we're going to go back to the 3-6-3-2. And since I'm not betting, it's hard for me to judge timing here. So we'll call it all bets set. So I'll wait till the light turns green on my side. 28 people watching on YouTube. We got 15 likes. We got 8 people watching on Kick. Dice out. And we have a 3-5-8 this time. So 8 has been very consistent. Most of them have been 6 twos, but this is the great 8 this time. And again, like I said, the last few days we've been throwing a lot of inside numbers and very little on the outside. A little 5 on the outside. We're going to go back to 3 on the outside. Cross 6s on the top. We got a 6-3, 6-5 dice set. And we'll call that all bets set here. Dice out. And we have a 5-3-8 again. So we have a repeat number, grade 8. So you guys should be pounding those 8s. Hopping the 8s, pounding the 8s, pressing the 8s, whatever. We are at a 10.3 SOR for the day so far, and a 10.3 SRR today so far. That's a rarity for the SRR for me. Cross 6s on top. We have a 6-5, 6-3 dice set. And we'll call that all bets set. 13 people playing on Crapsee right now. We're 52 minutes into the stream. A little bit long on that landing zone, guys. And that's where the roll comes to an end with a 4-3-7. Ouch. Well, that was our shortest roll of the day here. But let's go through our statistics. We'll start wrapping things up for us. But overall, pretty decent throws today. But for our statistics for the day here, we had 3 shooters. We had a 9, a 16, and a 7, and an SOR of 10.7 today. We had an SRR of 10.7. Our box numbers and inside numbers were high today. 4s and 10s were low. Come out 7s were they were non-existent. Horns are just under expected. Fields are low today. Hardways are low today, and it shows a dark side play. I'm going to get rid of that damn dial because that is not accurate in my opinion whatsoever. Looking at our brown belt statistics, and this is through the end of yesterday. Through the end of yesterday, we have 4,394 throws. We have an SOR of 9.61, SRR of 6.84, and then that number took a hit from the day before because the last 2 days we did a lot of come out 7s in that. Again, our goal is going to be 10.0 for the SOR better, and we're close enough for that. 8.0 for the SRR, which we're a little bit below that. It's really, really tough to get those numbers up now since we have so many rolls in on the on this brown belt level. So we're going to be wrapping this up probably soon, hopefully, with this brown belt, and we moving on to the black belt as soon as I get that video set up and as soon as we get up to that 5,000 roll mark. But hey guys, thanks for joining in today. We're finishing out with 24 people watching on YouTube, 8 people on Kick, and hey, my name is Joe. This is my Craps Master Dice Shooting Journey. Let's make it yours too. Everybody jump over to John at Casino Game TV and watch his daily paycheck, followed up by his coffee run. Have a great day, and